Should you be using AI to create content to assist in your SEO? That's what we're going to explore today. There's a very simple answer and there's a very particular way that you have to go about doing this, because if you do it wrong, Google could penalize you, you could get Google penalties, and you can land yourself with going to Google jail, which is not going to be good for your business, because nobody, not a single person, will be able to find you through the Google platform. So stick around and explain to you if you should do it, and if you should, how you should go about it. Let's go. Okay, so the short answer is that Google doesn't mind if you use AI to create content for your blogs, your website, your case studies, etc., for the purposes of SEO. It doesn't care. And if you think about the purpose of Google, all it wants to do is get the most highly relevant content depending on what the searcher is searching for. So we're working with a fertility clinic client, and we know that when people are looking at having IVF treatment to help them have families, they have lots and lots of questions to answer before they're going to go ahead and purchase this quite expensive service. Some of those questions are around pricing, so we can create some assets, some blogs that explain the pricing and how the different factors can influence the price that somebody is going to pay. These sorts of blogs can be produced when somebody is searching for how much does IVF cost, why does the cost of IVF vary, etc. When they're asking Google these questions, it is picking our client's content and it is displaying it to them, which builds credibility and trust and confidence with the target market. So it doesn't care if this is written by a machine or it's written by a human, but there are significant risks. The risks are when you're using things like ChatGPT, this is probably the most commonly used language model that people use to create content. But when you use ChatGPT, all it is doing is finding data, finding information out there in the ether or across the internet, and it is jumbling it up to create something fresh and something new. However, it's just redistributing the words. So it's going to be rife with plagiarism. It's going to be using content that other people have spent time, effort, and energy in crafting. And if you don't apply enough of a human eye to it, and if you're not making it unique enough, so you're just mass producing content, because this is what a lot of people are talking about doing, and we were speaking to somebody the other day that is producing 70 blogs every single day. Of course, they're not doing that manually. That is all being done with AI, mass producing and mass publishing without any human eye looking over it to check that it's accurate, it's reliable, it's trustworthy information. They're going to get a Google penalty. And what a Google penalty means is you'll be completely delisted from Google. So even if somebody searches for www.yourbusiness.com, they're not going to find you. You're not even going to be found for brand name searches. It can be horrendously destructive for businesses that rely on SEO for their traffic and for their leads and for their sales. So how should you do it? Well, quite simply, if you're going to write a blog, a really good way to go about it is to enter into ChatGPT some blog styles that you like. So going with the IVF example, people are searching for things like, what is IVF? And you can create a really informative content piece that explains exactly the ins and outs of what IVF is to really inform your target market about whatever question it is they have that could lead them to your products and services. When you write that, you can have a look at the articles that are on page 1, and you can tell, this only works with ChatGPT 4 because that has open access to the internet. You can communicate those blogs to ChatGPT and you can say, hey ChatGPT, I'm looking to create a blog on what IVF is. Here are the top performing articles. What I like about them is, for example, the bullet pointed lists, the simple language, that it's broken down into sections. Can you create me a similar blog that elaborates on further points such as X, Y, and Z? ChatGPT will then come up with something for you. And it is fine to use that, but you have to apply a human eye and to check that it's accurate, because ChatGPT doesn't actually know what's right and wrong particularly. It is just, like I said, a language model that is rejumbling words based on the prompts that you give it. It's not really thinking about the problem. So what we find when we use ChatGPT is that it can be filled with inaccuracies. And particularly if you need specialist knowledge, like they would with a fertility clinic, like you would with a car mechanics garage, or anything that you might be doing, there's going to be specific specialist knowledge that you and your business hold. And you have to apply that to what ChatGPT has provided. So what works well for blog content? We find if you break it down into clear headings, you break it up with lots of nice pictures, lots of nice infographics, bullet pointed lists, this stuff breaks your blog down and it makes it very easy to digest. But what ChatGPT will give you is just a big block of content and a big block of text, and that is a good foundation for your blog. But to get best results, apply a human eye, make it readable, make it user-friendly, and you're going to have to spend that time. People use ChatGPT to save time, but the best performing content pieces out there will not just be 100% robot written. They will have had a human at least working with AI to produce the best possible content. The only way your content is going to get delivered above that of your competitors on page one is by it being better than anything else out there. And if Google is looking at it and it's seeing that people are scrolling deeper, spending longer on it, and that you're providing the best information out there on the market, that's when you're going to get onto page one. So I hope that helps. Like I said, absolutely use AI to write your blogs, but be careful and make sure you apply that human eye. If you're interested in other videos around SEO, particularly around how to use AI to increase your SEO, we've got loads of them on the channel, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Take a dig through our SEO content on there, and we'll see you next time.